For TriCal TV, this is Eric Gilson and welcoming you to the friendly confines of Lake Lopez, the Lake Lopez campgrounds, the friendly confines, the home of Scott Tinley's Adventures. This is the 13th annual Scott Tinley Adventure Triathlon Weekend here, September 28th, 29th, and 30th, 2007. 13 years ago, Scott Tinley, Terry Davis got together, said, hey, let's put on an off-road triathlon. 13 years later, what a great concept, still evolving. Athletes can do many different events. They can come and race Friday, Saturday, and Sunday competitions that will accumulate points, and on Sunday there'll be Tinley's toughest, Terry's toughest, and Betsy's buffest, for the women that is. Athletes can also just do one event. So they've got the hill climb to choose from, off-road mountain bike hill climb where they go up a hill and then down a hill for a time trial. So welcome to the friendly confines of Lake Lopez. Lots going on here this weekend. TriCal TV is here to take it all in. Old Blue TriCal, Old Blue TC. This thing, unbelievable. A legendary truck. I think it's made it all 25 wildflowers. With me, Terry Davis, the man behind Tri-California, and his buddy, the great Brian Dent. Brian, you were just out there on the mountain bike course. How was it today?
It's good. It was nice and fast.
Terry, this is your 13th year at Tinley's. Tinley, Scott Tinley, a two-time Ironman winner, a legend in the sport, had his clothing line, a staple in the multi-sport world for a good 10 years. Scott came to you years ago and said, let's put on a race. What happened from there?
Well, we basically were at the Ironman Hawaii, and a lot of people were talking about needing to do mountain bike triathlons and mountain bike races, and they just, for about 6 months before that, everybody was talking, but they didn't know what to do. So Scott and I said, well, let's just do it. Everybody's talking about it. Let's just do it. So, we've been friends for a long time. And so we decided that Lake Lopez was the place that we wanted to do it. So we came to Lake Lopez and designed out some courses. And the next October, actually it was November then, we did it in the rain.
Brian, how long have you been doing triathlons?
This is the 5th year.
So you're a friend of Terry's in his Bible study, you're a triathlete. Tell us how Scott Tinley has influenced you as a triathlete.
He's a guy that just, his ability to just dig down and go and see how good he can be, and watching through the years on what he was as an Ironman was just something that has encouraged me to see, or to try and get something more out of myself.
Terry, you've been in the sport so long, over 25 years. You've evolved with Scott in the sport. There are so many stories you could tell, but maybe just tell us one of the nuggets, the tidbits, the best Tinley little bite you've got.
Well, I think that, Scott is just an incredible guy, an incredible man, and just one of my best friends, he was a hot-shot professional triathlete, and he wasn't too good to hang out with a lowly race director, and so, and it was really, when we came up here the very first year, we had the races, and we had the mud jump, and we had everything, and we were up here in the rain, and he was just saying, this is it, this is life, this is the way it should be. And he's been coming back up to the race every year, and so I think the greatest thing is just, the friendship that he and I have.
That's what it's all about, friendships. Well, local surf report down at Pismo Beach says corduroy rails coming in at about 6 to 8 feet, so the surf is good. You know Tinley's out there ripping it like only he can, so we'll see him around sunset today. Later tomorrow, we'll get a moment with Scott and Terry, talk a little bit about the past and the future for Tri-California. With Tri-Cal TV, this is Eric Gilson, the great Brian Dent, and Terry Davis. For now, at the Hill Climb.